Hi, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here, and today I got the Flex Innovations Yak 55 out here, and it feels like it's been forever since I've flown this airplane. We're going to be flying it on 6S 1300 milliamp hour battery, and we're just going to try to have some fun, and we'll see how the wind affects it. If it's too much, we're just going to kind of hold on and get it back on the ground safely at the end of the flight. And if the wind doesn't seem to be doing anything, maybe I'll put it to its to the paces and see what I can do. But let's get this thing in the air. All right, I got it in middle rates. That's what they call their high speed high rates. There's a low speed high rates that's really extreme on the throws. But I think we're good. The wind's coming from the trees again. This shouldn't need to go that far. The wind doesn't feel too much of an issue. One nice thing about the Aura is it does take a lot of that feel out for you. There we go, full rudder. Slow, slow, slow into that wind, but holding that knife edge really good. Creeping towards me because of the wind that went right over my head. And this one, there's enough wind today that it's wanting to stop. So let's get it turned back into the wind here. Slow it down. Oh, the wind just carried it. Oh, so I lost my lift there. Had to fight my way out of that. You know what we're gonna do? This one, it's feeling a little bit funny, so I put it in what I believe is high rates for slow speed to give me a little more control. Some high rates on this thing. And I'll tell you what, it's kind of weird, but I have not felt completely comfortable with this airplane since I got it. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but I got really comfortable with the Mambas, and I'm looking forward to getting the Mamba 60 back out again. The 10, I don't think it's ever going to make it back out again. It just, I don't know. I got it all tore apart, but it just doesn't feel right. Like stuff, I think I lost stuff when I took it apart, so it's probably not coming back. I still have the fuselage and the motors and all that kind of stuff, but nice and slow. I'll get this turned back into the wind here. Let's see about doing like a rudder and aileron roll. That's a pretty cool maneuver. It's not something that I normally do. little touch and go. I'll tell you what, I think this airplane likes airspeed a little more than some of the other 3D type airplanes. I think this one likes a little more speed. I am pushing it up towards the top of the throttle to try and get the hover or Harrier going here. My timer has gone off. I want to throw it in low rates here and get a nice, hopefully a nice smooth pass here. Take it up into the stall. Boy, that's close. With the low rates, almost didn't get it pulled out of there in time. Would have been a really interesting video. Well, that approach left a lot to be desired, so we're going to do this again. Get this turned back into the wind. We'll go back to high rates. Yep, high rates. And we'll just see if we can get a little smoother approach to the landing. Needed a little more airspeed, I think. I probably came in dead stick. I've explained in the past that I started with nitro, and nitro planes always have the throttle turning, or the prop turning. So when you go dead stick on electric, you don't have any air moving off of the prop. In fact, the wind is forcing the prop to turn as it moves into the wind, which is slowing the plane down even more. But there it is, the Yak 55 by Flex. Again, I flew this on a 6S, 1300 milliamp hour battery. It's a super cheap battery off of Amazon, but we are flying this with the Aura 8 that comes in the airplane using a Spectrum satellite. So even though we had a little bit of wind today, the Yak 55 is going home in one piece, and I still had a lot of fun, and I guess that's all that really matters. You know, I got out here, had a good time flying, and I'll get more comfortable with this one. I don't know exactly what is messing with it, but I think I'm gonna have to go into the Aura 8 programming and make some type of adjustments or changes, see what's available in there to change, and see if I like it more that way. Guys, I appreciate all your guys' support. I love all the comments that I'm getting on the last video. Until next time, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here.